Maplewood was the kind of place people dreamed of. Manicured lawns, kids riding bikes, and neighbors who waved as you passed. But beneath the surface, something dark was rotting, and her name was Karen Whitmore. I moved in thinking I had found peace for me and my son. But I didn't know. I'd just stepped into a war zone. 3 days after we moved in, a notice appeared on my door. Violation. Lawn height exceeds regulation. Really? We just got here. I laughed it off at first. But the second one came the next day. And the third that same week. Karen didn't just enforce rules. She created them just to target me. Your son's bike shouldn't be left on the porch. Your garbage bins were out before 6 p.m. Your doormat is too colorful. It was ridiculous. But it was about control and something uglier. I got summoned to an HOA board meeting. 5 white board members led by Karen, sitting like a jury. They said I owed $500 in fines. No appeals. No evidence. Just Karen's word. I walked out humiliated. But I wasn't broken. Not yet. What Karen didn't know. I'm not some helpless target. I've worked in PR for 10 years. I know how to gather stories, build narratives, and expose abusers. She had no idea who she just messed with. I started reaching out. Quiet messages. Casual conversations. And the stories flooded in. Karen fined a Latino family for painting their door. She harassed a gay couple for holding hands. She once yelled at a 9-year-old for sidewalk chalk. I started small. A few neighbors at a barbecue. I shared what I'd found. At first they were afraid. But then one spoke. Then another. And suddenly, Karen wasn't untouchable anymore. Word got out. And Karen panicked. She sent out a newsletter calling me a liar. Accused me of inciting division. Then she tried to evict me for hostile behavior. But this time, I was ready. I took it to the local newspaper. Sent them a dossier anonymously. 2 days later, HOA President accused of racial targeting. Karen's photo. My documentation. Dozens of voices finally heard. Karen lost control, fast. Neighbors started boycotting meetings. People painted over the HOA signs. Even board members began resigning. Her kingdom was crumbling. The last meeting was packed. Dozens of residents. Everyone had stories. Karen tried to speak. They shouted her down. A vote was called. Unanimous. She was out. She screamed.
Cried.
Claimed she was the victim. But no one listened anymore. Her power was gone. She built her throne on fear, and now it burned beneath her feet. Peace returned to Maplewood. We elected a new board, diverse, kind, fair. And me? I finally planted the garden Karen once said didn't match neighborhood aesthetics. It bloomed beautifully. Within weeks, a for sale sign appeared in her yard. She left without a word. Some say she still writes angry letters to the HOA from another state. They said, don't make waves. They said, just follow the rules. But sometimes the rules are weapons, and silence is complicity. I didn't just stand up for myself. I showed the whole street. No one is above accountability. This wasn't just about one Karen. This was about all the little tyrants in power. The ones who count on fear and lose the moment we say no more.